What's up, everyone? I hope everyone's doing fantastic. I hope everyone's week has been going well. Thank you so much for being here again with me today for another reading. Today we are doing a little bit more of a broad reading. We're going to be doing a reading for what do you need to hear right now. And so out in the universe, out in the ether, what messages do you need to hear right now? We're going to have 4 piles. Pile number 1 is going to be the Jack of Spades. Pile number 2 is going to be the Jack of Diamonds. Pile number 3 is going to be the Jack of Clubs. And pile number 4 is going to be the Nine of Clubs. Very interesting. Now 3 Jacks. This is a time of progression for everyone. Jacks as knights, they move forward and they move with valor. The word valor is coming to mind very strongly right now. You guys are being guided to follow your intuitive and moral compasses. Where you feel you should be going, it's the right direction to go in. That seems so broad, but if you've been feeling a push towards something, even if it's something small, even if it's an idea, a new creative venture, if you've been feeling a push or guide towards something, now is a very good time to follow your gut. And further for the collective, we've got the 8 of Spades. Yeah, if you've been feeling trapped, if you've been feeling like you're being held back, or if you have an idea or a nudge towards something and you are afraid of following it for fear of lack of ability, trust yourself and trust that you have what it takes to continue moving forward and to really thrive in this next chapter of your life. All right, again, for the piles, we've got pile number 1 and the Jack of Spades, pile number 2 and the Jack of Diamonds, pile number 3 and the Jack of Clubs, and pile number 4 and the 9 of Clubs. Yeah, material things are going to be really important. We're looking at material grounded things in the real world in this next chapter of our lives. All right. Starting off with pile number 1 and the Jack of Spades. Now the Jack of Spades is indicative of the Jack of Spades is indicative of Knight of Swords energy. So we're looking at what could potentially be very cutthroat energy. This is coming through as strong business acumen. This is coming through as needing to look out for yourself in this next chapter of your life. You're going to be seeing a lot of progression. The Knight of Swords is also arguably the fastest of all the knights. You're going to be seeing a lot of progression happening very quickly. I'm getting that you may already be in the midst of a very important chapter of your life, and the month of May may be important to you. Something in the month of May may have happened that is starting to pick up speed or will start to pick up speed very soon. Either way, you're going to start seeing big changes coming to your doorstep very soon. All right. What more can we know, please? What more can we know about what you need to hear right now? Your speech is going to be very important. Speech, communication, the way that you talk and relate to the people around you. It's going to be really important in this next chapter of your life. So are any legal documents that you may be signing. If you're going into things, if you're signing contracts, if you're like signing on to like a new job, yeah, the 2 of Cups. If you're forming new relationships, especially relationships that have paperwork involved with them during this next chapter of your life, be sure that you're reading into them very well and you're like reading the fine print. Strong Mercury influence coming through, a lot of mercurial influence coming through for your pile. So just be aware of what people are like, what the fine print of the things that you're looking into says. Yeah, we've got the 7 of Pentacles and the High Priestess. If you have any weird feelings involving your work, if there are any like intuitive warnings about anything that you're about to like sign on to or get involved with, follow your intuition in this next chapter of your life. Your intuition is going to lead you very well. I get the feeling that your intuition is already very sharp. It's been on the come up since this chapter of your life has begun. Yeah, the Page of Pentacles. You're working very hard, and you've been working very hard. If you feel like you haven't been getting the outcome that you've been wanting, or if you feel like you haven't been getting the results that you've been angling for, you'll start seeing results very soon, and you'll start seeing proof and validation that you haven't been wasting your time very soon. All right. What more can we know, please? What more can we know about what you need to hear right now? What do you need to hear right now? We've got the Two of Wands. Yeah, any planning that you've been putting towards, any plans that you have, any big forward movement that you've been looking forward to over this next chapter of your life, you're going to start seeing things pick up involving that very soon. I'm getting plans coming to fruition, things that you've been planning for, things that you've been hoping for, plans that you've been things that you've been laying down preparation and groundwork for. It's going to start coming into fruition very soon, and you're going to start feeling validated in all of the work that you've put into preparing for it. And the Five of Wands. This next chapter of your life is going to have a lot of passion. 2 wands already, but it's also going to have quite a bit of competition, I'm getting. And I'm getting not just competition with you, but also competition over you. You're going to be a highly desired person in this next chapter of your life in multiple different ways, I'm getting, but especially in your career, in the workplace, in the business world, in that kind of avenue, you're going to be very highly desired in this next chapter of your life. So be prepared to be forming relationships at a rather rapid pace. That is, relationships have been coming through quite a bit for your reading already. There's going to be a heavy emphasis on relationships and building relationships in this next chapter of your life. However, that can't be the competition that people have with you also is coming through. That can't be ignored from the reading. There will be people who will be competing with you. This is going to be a competitive time in your life it's going to be a competitive time in your life moving forward. And I'm getting that you likely won't be paying a whole lot of attention to it. If you look at how the cards are lined up, you're coming through here as the prince looking away from all of the competition happening behind him. So this isn't competition that you're going to be focusing a whole lot on. I'm getting that you're going to be focused too much on yourself to really focus on other people competing with you. Which is a great sign. It means that you're going to be competing no matter what the most with yourself. You're going to be trying to outdo your own goals. You're going to be trying to outdo your own limits. You know what I mean? Push past your own boundaries. It's a good sign for all of the growth that's coming towards you that people are going to be playing catch up with you. You're going to be the guideline there that people are trying to keep up with. Oh, and the Empress. This next chapter of your life is going to be a very luxurious one. I'm getting that that's going to manifest in a lot of different ways for everyone, but there is going to be luxury involved in this next chapter of your life. And regardless of how you identify, I'm getting a very feminine energy coming through. Femininity is going to be important going forward in this next chapter of your life, I'm getting. Whether that involves having a lot of women surrounding you or a lot of feminine energy surrounding you, or it involves just being very introspective. There's also a lot of high priestess vibes that are coming through. Remember, when I say femininity, I'm talking very strongly in yin and yang terms. This is a lot of yin energy, a lot of internal energy coming through. So this next chapter of your life, I'm already getting that you've been picking up intuitive cues. Your intuition has been shining, your intuition has been sharpening, you've been becoming stronger in your intuitive field. Just naturally, you've been evolving like that very naturally recently. And you're going to start feeling that coming through even more. It's going to be even more intense. It's going to be happening even more as you go forward in this next chapter of your life. And you'll feel a lot of internal expansion. You're going to be expanding very much internally. Lots of introspection, a lot of introspective work coming through, a lot of growing to understand yourself, I'm getting, in ways that may have been missing up until this point in your life. This next chapter of your life is going to be very, very self-revealing, I'm getting. Like, you're gonna learn a lot about yourself in a really good way. Like, you're gonna have the time, energy, and resources to actually dig into yourself and learn about yourself and explore yourself in a safe way, in a safe environment where you feel like you can do that kind of thing. It's very nurturing. The energy coming through is very nurturing. This next chapter of your life, it's going to be really important to nurture yourself and to give yourself the space and time that you need to grow and to heal and to recuperate. It's interesting because you'll be dealing with a lot of competitive energy. Things feel like they're going to be very fast paced, but you yourself are going to be very calm and peaceful, I'm getting. Like, your intuition is expanding, so you have a place within yourself where you have peace and calm, regardless of how chaotic the world around you is becoming. Think internal garden. This is even the kind of card that's coming through, right? Like a private garden, a personal garden. Think internal peace. And we've got the Page of Swords. People are going to be keeping an eye on you, though, and people are already keeping an eye on you, is what's coming through. Like, people have already been keeping an eye on you in all the ways, right? Again, there are people who are who are feeling very competitive with you, people who are feeling like you're someone who they have to keep an eye on, who you are someone who is on your come up. You're going to do incredible things. There are definitely people, I'm getting, you would be surprised at the caliber of people who are keeping an eye on you because they know that you're going to do really great things. Like, people who are aware that, like, you're going to be the next big thing in some way, shape, or form. So they've been keeping an eye on you, and they've been kind of watching and seeing and waiting to see what you're going to do. You know what I mean? This is also the energy of, like, people from your past, people who you've known, people who people have been watching you. Like, there have been people, especially if you're big on social media, especially if you're big out in your community, like, people have been watching you. People have been curious about you. They want to know how you're expanding. They want to know where you're going next. It's almost like people can tell that you're going to do something really big in this chapter of your life. Like, big things are going to happen for you in this next chapter of your life. And people are just kind of waiting to see what that looks like and what's going to come through for that. People have high expectations of you. There's definitely the energy coming through that, like, even people who have high expectations of you in the sense of, like, jealousy, like, they just have, people expect a lot from you. They expect that you're going to do really great things, and they expect that you're going to, like, move mountains with the things that you accomplish. It's giving, people believe in you whether they want to or not. It's really awesome, actually. Like, people have faith that you're going to do some really incredible things, and they're watching for it. They're looking out for it right now. Yeah, the Eight of Wands, the card of communication, and in this particular deck, very strongly the card of community. They're all communally lighting this candle, right? Or lighting this torch. People want to be a part of your community, and I'm getting that for the most part, people are just like, for the most part, people are waiting for a good time to approach you, especially if you haven't been getting a whole lot of communication lately. You haven't been getting a whole lot of texts, DMs, phone calls, anything like that. Trust that people are just kind of on the outside looking in, waiting for a good time to approach you. And this is both good and bad, right? This is both the people who are respecting your time and the people who are respecting your energy, and they don't want to distract you because you obviously have a lot going on. And this is also the people who come through a little bit more as opportunistic. That's the word I'm looking for. A little bit more as opportunistic. They're waiting for a time where you are most likely to allow them back into your life or allow them any kind of space in your company. You know what I mean? It'll be in this next chapter of your life. Again, this comes back around to what we were saying earlier with kind of reading the fine print on relationships. Even if we're not talking about legal contracts, this will come down to reading the fine print on people's intentions, like looking into each individual relationship and deciding on an individual basis whether or not they deserve space in your life anymore. And we've got the Ace of Coins because you have a lot going on. You have a lot coming towards you. There's a lot of building and growing on its way to you right now. And you frankly just don't have to give anyone who screwed you over space in your life just because you're doing well right now. Like, there's no need to be magnanimous and open-armed to people who weren't that way to you when you needed it. You know what I mean? And that might not be like the best advice in the world. Obviously, if people show you that they've changed, people deserve a second chance. It's all up to you. But like, don't feel pressured into giving someone a second chance just because they come back and they say that they've changed because you're doing better now. Like, don't feel obligated to give anyone space in your life just because. All right. What more do we know, please? What more can we know? What do you need to hear right now? What do you need to hear right now? All right. And we've got the Queen of Swords. Yeah, I will cut you down before giving you power over me. I shall marry my kingdom. Putting yourself first is the name of the game in this next chapter of your life. I think that's even how this reading started with the Knight of Swords energy. Looking out for number one is the way to go in this next chapter of your life. I'm getting huge heart energy. Again, there's a lot of nurturing that's coming through, especially with the Empress at the exact center of your 5-card spread. There's the reminder here that you have a very big heart and that you are very nurturing and very giving, and that this may have put you in situations before where people have potentially taken advantage of your nurturing, big, giving heart. If that is the case, I am so very sorry. It is definitely a talent and a skill to continue to be able to be a kind, loving person despite being taken advantage of. And it's amazing that you've continued to do that. But this next chapter of your life, focusing on yourself, is definitely going to give you it's going to put you on a path forward that will give you the most ability to take care of people in the future. You know what I mean? I feel like I say this a lot, but you can't give from an empty cup. So you always need to make sure to take care of yourself. You can't only take care of the people around you. And this next chapter of your life is going to be a whole lot of focus on taking care of you and taking care of your needs and making sure that you are satiated and met and content. And we've got the Ace of Wands. A single spark can consume an empire. Ideas are going to be very important in this next chapter of your life. Ideas being free flowing, ideas coming to you, creativity. It's all going to be very important in this next chapter of your life. If you have had a business idea, that keeps coming through. If you've had a business idea, whether it be like a new business or an idea for your business, or even an idea to like expand the business that you're working at, even if it's not your own business, you're being guided to at least follow up on it, look into it, trust yourself and trust your instincts. If you keep coming back to the same idea, if you keep coming back to the same push, look into it and give it some space to kind of exist and breathe. Your intuition is very much on point right now, and it'll only continue to get sharper and sharper as you move forward in this next chapter of your life. We've got the wolves are out to play, the 7 of Swords in reverse. Now, when this card comes up in reverse very specifically, it's a reminder that you have everything that you need to do things. It's a reminder of imposter syndrome potentially taking over. Like, the wolves are not out the way that you see them or the way that you think they are right now. You are the baddest thing out in the field, and you just need to really take power, take take pride in your power and take pride in what you can do and what you have accomplished so far, because you're going to go on to accomplish even more. This next chapter of your life is going to show you how powerful you are, how talented you are, how far you've come. I'm getting very much like the prelude to a victory lap. Like, this feels very much like the beginning of great growth, great exponential growth, very quick growth. And we've got the star, hope is never a waste. Yeah, and that's a 7 to an 8. All of your struggles and perseverance from the 7 will lead you to abundance and consistency. We're looking at like a consistent abundance in the 8. You are moving forward at a steady pace, and all of the work that you've been putting in will pay off very soon. Hope is never a waste. All of the hope that you've been putting into your work, all of the hope that you've been putting into what you've been angling towards and the direction you've been going in, it's going to pay off very soon. You're going to start seeing forward motion coming from that very, very soon. And we've got the Lovers. We were meant to be together. Yeah, you're on a very divinely oriented path. If it feels like things are taking a long time, if it feels like things have been taking a long time, it's because you're on a very specific timeline. I'm getting. You've been working on a divine path that's taking you on a specific timeline. And you're coming to the point where things are going to start picking up pace. You've trusted the process, and you do deserve the exponential growth that is on its way to you very quickly. You're going to enjoy it too. As life picks up and as things start going forward, again, luxury is on its way to you. Abundance is on its way to you in a way that might have been lacking a lot in the past chapters of your life. Things are going to feel a lot more comfortable materially moving forward very soon. And we've got the 2 of Cups in reverse. You give me butterflies. This is a reminder. The reading ending on a solid warning and reminder. Just because someone gives you butterflies in your stomach doesn't mean to overlook reading into their intentions in this next chapter of your life. Be careful with the people who you let in. Be careful with the people who you give a second shot to. There will be a lot of relationships forming in this next chapter of your life, and it's going to be important to be not wary isn't the right word, but it'll be important to be aware of what the people around you are angling towards, and to be sure that you really genuinely feel like they have the best intentions towards you. Like, this next chapter of your life, it'll be important again consistently, it'll be important to focus on what you need and what you have going on and what you want out of the relationships in your life. Don't bend over and break to accommodate people if you're not feeling it, and don't give anyone anything that you're not feeling like giving them. You know what I mean? It's a reminder not to be distracted by any feelings of don't give in to any strong emotional pulls without thinking of yourself and considering yourself first. You should come first in this next chapter of your life. All right, loves, that is what I've got for you. Thank you so much for being here again with me today for another reading. I really appreciate it. I hope it was fun. I hope it was enlightening. I will see you next time. Bye. All right, and we're on pile number 2 with the Jack of Diamonds. Now, the Jack of Diamonds is indicative of Knight of Pentacles energy. So we're looking at very hard-working and potentially very slow-moving energy. Already, the visualization that I'm getting is someone who's like walking through syrup or walking through like molasses. Someone who's like trying really hard to move forward but can't help but drag their feet through all of the muck. You know what I mean? If you have been feeling burnt out, if you've been feeling worn out, yeah, the five of wands popping out right there. If life has felt like an uphill battle recently, Trust that that's going to feel different soon. Things are going to change soon. I'm getting a shift in perspective. Very soon, you're going to get a shift in perspective that's going to make things feel a lot easier. It's going to make this uphill battle feel a lot less like a trudge uphill through muck. You're going to get rejuvenation coming towards you very soon in regards to life in general, but very specifically your work and the place that you put your energy towards the most, I'm getting. Yeah, if you've had an idea recently, if this comes back around to the energy that we were getting with the collective, if you've had an idea recently, if you've been feeling an intuitive push towards something recently, now would be a really good time to give it space to breathe and to really look into it, because you're definitely, I'm getting, due for a change in perspective, just to help rejuvenate your path a little bit and to help rejuvenate your soul and your spirit a little bit. And that is on its way to you very soon. It feels very fresh, very spring-like, very fresh water. All right. What more can we know, please? What more can we know? What do you need to hear most right now? What do you need to hear most right now? I'm hearing very clearly in my head, don't give up. You're being told very clearly not to give up. The Page of Swords coming out in reverse right now. Things don't look as bad as they may seem. I'm definitely getting that a sunrise is on the horizon for you very soon. You're going to be getting good news coming towards you, and good news that you weren't expecting, I'm getting. If you were expecting it, it was like a twinge of intuition at the back of your head. But you're going to be getting good news coming towards you very soon that's going to help you reevaluate things, and it's going to help you start seeing things from a new perspective again, because that's definitely what's on the horizon for you, seeing things from a new perspective in a way that will really help you, I'm getting, moving forward. It'll make things feel a lot more bearable if they felt a little bit heavy and unwieldy lately. All right. What more can we know, please? What more can we know? For some of you, this is a very specific message that's coming through. It probably won't resonate with everyone, but it probably will for a couple people at least. Routine might be very important for you right now, especially if you're someone who would consider yourself to be neurodivergent. If you've been having trouble with burnout, routine and sticking to especially a good healthy sleep pattern might be really important for you right now. Just make sure that you're getting enough rest, make sure that you're taking care of yourself and eating enough food, taking care of all of your hygiene needs every day, like just really basic stuff that can be really easy to let slide by the wayside when you're burning out because you're working yourself too hard. Especially if you've been working yourself too hard lately, make sure that you're also taking care of your needs. All right. And we've got the Ace of Cups, the Three of Wands, and the Sun card. Yeah, the Ace of Cups is indicative of a new shift in perspective. Again, a new shift emotionally, a new shift that's going to cause a very strong emotional response from you. Like, you're going to feel very emotional in a few days' time. And I am definitely, sometime within the next month. Regardless of when you see this reading is timeless. Within the next month, I'm getting, there's going to be a really big shift in perspective that's going to make working and living your life a whole lot easier. It'll make moving forward a lot easier. The Three of Wands is the card of moving forward after the planning and prep of the Two of Wands. And notice how there was a skip from the 1 to the 3, right? Like, there's very much this sense here that a new shift in perspective is really all you need to feel that energy again and to be moving forward again. You won't even need really a downtime of planning and prep. You'll just feel rejuvenated again. You just need a push, a new direction, a new point of view. to make you really happy. The Sun card coming through. The Sun card is unbridled joy. It's going to make you very happy. You have really good news on its way to you soon. I'm getting a very good thing is coming on its way to you that's going to make you feel, it's going to make you feel brand new. The Fool card popping out there. It's going to make you feel brand new. And this actually popped out kind of upside down. It shifted, so it wasn't upside down when I picked it up, but it did pop out kind of upside down. This is a start that you've been waiting for a very long time. A start that you have been needing, I'm getting, for a very long time. A restart, a reboot, a new direction, a new point of view. All right. What more can we know, please? What do you need to hear right now? All right. And we've got the Eight of Swords. Yeah, the Eight of Swords is the card of self-entrapment. You are going to be feeling much less burdened very soon. Any extra weight, especially any extra anxiety that you've been holding on to yourself, you're going to be starting to feel very unbridled of that very soon. It's going to be a weight off of your shoulder very, very soon. We've got the Two of Swords. Now, both of these cards so far have his eyes covered, have the prince's eyes covered. Again, we come through with that same energy that was coming through with the reversed Page of Swords, where things aren't quite as they seem right now, especially if things are looking very bleak, especially if things have been looking very dark. There is light for you coming up on the horizon. It is there. You just really need to hold out. And what's coming through is that you've been holding out. You've been working. You've been putting in the effort. You've been doing everything on your end that you possibly can to get the results and to get the change that you have wanted. And that's going to pay off very, very soon. It's such taxing emotional, spiritual, even physical work to have to hold out hope like this. But you've been doing it. You've been putting in the effort, and you will be rewarded for all of that very soon. And your intuition is definitely sharpening too. I'm getting a very strong sense that your intuition is sharpening, because even though the prince's eyes are covered, the fox is in both of these to give him direction anyway. Your intuition is sharpening right now, and I'm definitely getting that your intuition may have been telling you recently that you have something big coming towards you. You have something good coming towards you. If you've been feeling that, you are not crazy. You are not imagining things. There is something good coming towards you. There is good news on the horizon coming towards you. You've been waiting and putting in the effort, and there is a reward coming in for that. And we've got the Page of Cups. Pages are messengers, and the Page of Cups is the loveliest of all of the messengers. A good message is coming towards you. Good news is coming towards you. I just got a flash of the Three of Cups. Something worth celebrating is coming towards you very soon. Very soon you will be actively celebrating. You will be actively feeling like you can celebrate again. It's going to be a huge load off your shoulders, I'm getting, regardless of what this manifests as. This is going to be a very big load off your shoulders to no longer have to worry about something, because there is something big that will be changing for you very soon. It's going to be different for everyone, but it is something big. And we've got the Two of Coins, and it'll bring back balance to your life. The Two of Coins is material balance. It's going to bring back balance to your life, and it's going to make it capable for you to work and actually take care of yourself again. Again, if you've been feeling really burnt out lately, now is a really good time to rest. And if there is no option for you to rest, soon you will have the option. Soon things will be changing, so you have the time to really get back into balance with yourself, so you don't have to run yourself ragged, and you don't have to wear yourself out trying so desperately to keep up with things. Because that is very much the energy that's coming through, kind of like trying to keep up with things, you know what I mean? Your change in perspective is going to show you very soon that not only are you not trying to keep up with things, you're actually a lot further ahead than you realize. You're not only not behind, you are much further ahead than you give yourself credit for. And we've got the Ten of Swords. Yeah, ending on an end in perspective. There's going to be, this is an end of a chapter as well. Every time a new chapter starts, an old chapter ends, right? The focus coming through here right now is the fact that this chapter of your life will be ending soon. This chapter of potential struggle, this chapter of potential heaviness that's been weighing on you, it's going to be ending in a big way soon. There is sunshine and sunlight on the horizon. I think I've already said that. And traditionally, the Ten of Swords shows the sunrise on the horizon. It's a gruesome scene in the initial card, but the highlight of the card is that sunrise that's showing up on the horizon to show that there is a new day and a new dawn that is coming regardless of how dark the night was. And that is what's coming through the message here. There is a new day and a new dawn coming regardless of how dark the night was. And we've got the Queen of Pentacles. You are a very nurturing person by nature, I'm getting. You've been putting in the work, you've been putting in the effort, and you will be rewarded for everything that you've been working towards very soon. Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles is also Capricorn energy. Capricorn is long-standing goal energy, right? You're going to start seeing progress of all of the things, of an accumulation of all of the things that you've been doing over the past couple chapters of your life coming in very soon. You're going to be rewarded for all of the hard work that you've been putting in, especially if the past couple chapters of your life have been very difficult. Like if you've been working and working and working and it feels like all you get in return for it is burnout. This next chapter of your life is going to be a lot brighter. It's going to bring in a lot more balance and a lot more reward for everything that you've done. And we've got, yep, the Three of Wands. It's all happening so fast. It's going to start coming in very soon. And when it does start, it'll be like a faucet. It won't stop. It's going to start gushing in. All right. And we've got the Three of Cups. I think I mentioned the Three of Cups earlier in your reading too. All we have is this moment, but isn't it lovely? You will have a lovely moment coming towards you very soon, one that will make all of the work worth it. Or it will at least usher in a chapter of your life that will have made all of the work that you've put in worth it. All right. What more can we know, please? What more can we know? Alright, and we've got the Two of Swords in reverse. I am of two minds. You're being guided to follow your heart right now. Follow your heart, follow your gut, follow your intuition. It's the message of the Two of Swords as well with the Whispered Friend. Follow where you are being guided intuitively right now is the message coming through. Trust yourself and trust your intuition. It won't lead you astray right now. Alright. What more can we know, please? What more can we know? What do you need to hear right now? What do you most need to hear right now? You are a very heavily missed person. That'll manifest differently for everyone, but you're a very, very well missed person. Just hold on, please. The Nine of Wands. Just hold on, please. Like, it's coming through very strongly. You are on your way to very, very good news. You just need to hold on a little bit longer. Alright, what do you need to hear right now? We've got the Knight of Pentacles coming out to match the pile card that you got. Don't waste my time. I have work to do. Prove yourself to me and I will give you the world. That is, you are a hard worker, and what's coming through strongly right now is very much a message to the people who are missing you. There are people in your life who are missing you right now, people who have been missing you, people who screwed up most likely and are really regretting the fact that they didn't do you right when they had the chance, who are wishing and hoping for another chance to come through and be in your life and do better this time around. You are being guided to focus on yourself and to continue focusing on what you want and what you want moving forward. even if people come back into your life, regardless of what kind of relationship you've had with them, you're being guided to remember that you don't owe anyone anything. You don't have to give anyone space in your life if you don't want to give them space in your life. No one is owed anything from you. And we've got the Seven of Cups. Don't overthink it. Coming out right over the Two of Swords. Again, make sure that you're following your intuition. Your intuition is sharpening. Your heart is very open right now. Make sure that you're trusting yourself. You're trusting your you're trusting your gut. And you're moving forward with faith in what is to come towards you. That can be hard. That can be tricky. But you're being guided to move forward, at least to fake it until you make it, because good things are coming towards you. Very good things are coming towards you. Don't overthink it. Don't try to overanalyze the thoughts into intuitive pushes that are coming to you. Just give yourself the room to breathe and give yourself the room to follow through. And we've got the King of Cups. Rivers run deeper than the eye can see. A kingdom is nothing without a queen. There is someone who is very interested in you right now. There's someone who's definitely very interested in you right now. Just as a side note, the King of Cups coming out right over the Page of Cups. There's definitely someone who's feeling a little bit smitten with you right now, and I'm getting that they're going to make themselves known to you very soon. You will be getting a message about a secret admirer that you have very soon. It'll manifest differently for everyone, but there will be secret admirer messages coming through. Now, the King of Cups is Scorpio. The King of Cups is Scorpio energy, the Knight of Pentacles is Virgo energy, and the Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn energy. This is someone who is very well-rounded, someone who is very emotionally balanced, as well as very materially balanced, most likely, and someone who, this is the kind of person who will likely have like a 5-year goal plan set up for themselves. You know what I mean? Regardless of how they identify, this is going to be someone who is someone who is a natural leader, we'll go with. Someone who definitely doesn't have issue taking charge or taking the lead in any way. Which is likely how, like, again, this is a person who won't have trouble approaching you after a while, so you will be hearing from them very soon. Young love blooms eternal, the Ace of Cups, in reverse though. So this is someone that you don't see. This is someone that you don't see coming towards you, but there is definitely a new romantic interest that is on its way towards you right now. That is the message coming through. And we've got the 10 of Wands. I didn't know it would be so heavy. Yeah, this next chapter of your life is going to be very busy, but it's going to be very worth it. I'm getting busy, not necessarily like a lot of work, not necessarily very heavy, even though heavy is the word that came through with the card. What's coming through in my mind right now more than anything is busy. I'm so sorry. But yeah, what's coming through in my mind right now more than anything is busy. This next chapter of your life is going to see you being very busy, especially if these last couple chapters of your life have been more slow moving, if they've been more on the down low. You're going to start seeing that change up a little bit more moving forward, and you're going to start seeing a lot more forward motion coming at a much higher pace. And we've got the Two of Pentacles. Balance is everything, but also in reverse. So balance is going to be, if balance feels tricky right now, it won't feel tricky for very long. It's going to even itself out very soon, and balance is going to be key, I'm getting, in this next chapter of your life moving forward. It's going to be a learning experience, balancing all of the busy that you have going on. But you're going to rock it. Things are going to go incredible for you. I already know it. You're going to be getting rewards for all of the things that you've been setting down groundwork for. So nothing is going to come as a surprise. This isn't an overwhelming. This is a massive reward for everything that you've been putting in the work towards. All right, love, that is what I've got for you. Thank you so much for being here again with me today for another reading. I really appreciate it. I hope it was fun. I hope it was enlightening. I will see you next time. Bye. All right, and we're on pile number 3 with the Jack of Clubs. Now, the Jack of Clubs is indicative of Knight of Wands energy. This is very passionate energy. This is very fiery energy. The message here already is that you should be feeling yourself because you've been looking really good. People have had their eye on you. People have been noticing you. The Strength card coming through. People have been taking note of you, not just visually, but also of your moral character and your moral standing. People are looking up to you. People have been taking note of you, and people have been keeping an eye on you. If you have been feeling if you've been feeling kind of worn out, if you've been feeling kind of not there for yourself recently, this is your reminder that you absolutely have it going on and you should be feeling good about yourself. Yeah, the Knight of Wands is indicative of Sagittarius energy. That's really adventurous energy. There's something very sensual about Sagittarius energy. Like, people have been noticing your vibe recently and they've been absolutely digging it. People have been loving you. You're so much more popular than you realize. I'm already getting, yeah, the Ace of Cups. Like, there's so much more love around you than you realize. There are a lot of secret admirers and crushes coming through, I'm getting. Like, there are a lot more eyes on you than you realize. There are a lot more people who are very, very interested in you romantically than you realize. And this next chapter of your life is going to show you that. You're going to get visual and tangible reminders and validation that you are killing it. All right. If you are single right now, you do not have to be that way for very long. If you are not single right now, people are very jealous of your partner. We've got the Knight of Pentacles and the Sun card. Now, there's very much a sense here that you have not been noticing how strongly you've been shining. The Knight of Pentacles with his eyes closed right there. And the slowest moving, hardest working of all the knights, right? You do not realize how brightly you've been shining recently. You don't realize how much people have been noticing you glow. But you have been glowing, you have been shining, you have been radiating recently. You've been standing out. In this next chapter of your life, you'll be standing out even more, I'm getting. Alright. What more can we know, please? What more can we know? What do you need to hear most right now? What do you need to hear most right now? All right. The Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, the Nine of Pentacles is the card of the independent woman. Regardless of how you identify, you have been looking very, very good. And that is just flat out, you've been looking good. People have been noticing your style. People have been noticing your body. I'm getting hair coming through really strongly too. Your hair has looked really good lately. You've just been looking good. You look very good. And people have been taking note. This is the energy of like people catching sight of you on the side of the road and like doing a double take. You know what I mean? Like, people have been noticing that you have been really shining recently. Even if you yourself have not been noticing just how brightly you've been shining, you have really been shining recently. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. This next chapter of your life is going to be really big, I'm getting. You're going to see a lot of forward growth and a lot of forward movement, especially if the last couple chapters, this has definitely been, I'm understanding why now this was the reading that I ended up pulling to do today. The through message for all of the readings have been, if the last past chapters of your life have been really slow, if they've been very if they've been rather dark or dreary or really heavy emotionally, if anxiety has been something that's been really heavy for you recently, this next chapter of your life is going to be one that starts a lot of sunshine and brightness in your life. You're going to start seeing a lot of reward for all of the effort that you've been putting in, all of the groundwork that you put down, all of the extra work and effort that you've been putting in. You're going to see a real movement forward and real growth moving forward in this next chapter of your life. Like right now, things may seem kind of barren. Right now, there might not be a whole lot, but you're going to start seeing things grow and seeing things blossom in this next chapter of your life in a way that's going to make you feel really good about yourself. It's going to make you realize just how much you're shining and just how valuable you really are. Yeah, we've got the Death card coming through at the exact center of this 5-card spread too. You are going to be transforming. You are in the middle of a big transformative process right now, I'm getting. And this is the reminder and the sign to be patient with yourself and to be patient with everything that's going on around you. If you need extra sleep, if you've been feeling extra tired recently, if things have been feeling a little bit heavier for you, make sure to give yourself the extra time that you need to recoup. Transformation processes are very heavy and they take a lot out of a person, even when they're only spiritual, you know what I mean? Sometimes especially when they're only spiritual, because then there's no other like explanation for why you're so tired all the time, and it can make you feel really weird. But if you need the extra sleep, especially if you need the extra time dreaming, if you've been dreaming a lot lately, even if you haven't been able to remember your dreams all the way, if you need that, make sure that you give yourself that. Give yourself that extra time in the dream world. Give yourself that extra time sleeping and resting. Like, just make sure that you give yourself the recuperative energy and the recuperative time that you need moving forward. It'll massively pay off as you move forward into this next chapter of your life, because things are going to start picking up and getting a little bit more busy as things go. In a good way. I'm getting in a good way. And that has been a through for all the readings as well. It's not so much that in this next chapter of your life is going to be work, it's that it's going to be busy. There's going to be a lot of things going on and a lot of people coming into your life. It'll be a lot of new things happening and a lot of really expansive growth happening all at once. And we've got the 7 of Wands. It's going to be a lot of figuring out the best way to organize your life for yourself. This next chapter of your life, you need to be the priority for yourself, is what's coming through. You just have to be your own priority. You have to be the thing that you're putting first in your life. You know what I mean? Like, this next chapter of your life is for you. You're going to see a lot of forward growth. You're going to see a lot of forward motion. And it's going to be really, I'm getting life altering. Like, this next chapter of your life is going to be very life altering, especially if the last couple chapters of your life have felt very much like you're only persevering. Like, you've been working and working and working and you haven't been seeing the growth that you wanted, and you've just kind of been surviving this whole time. This next chapter of your life, it's going to see a lot bigger of a change. So you're not just persevering, you're thriving. You know what I mean? Yeah, and the Queen of Cups. Regardless of how you identify, you're going to start feeling more royal. You're going to start feeling more like a queen. The Queen of Cups is also indicative strongly of Cancer energy and intuition sharpening. Your intuition has definitely been on the rise. You've definitely been growing intuitively recently, I'm getting, and that's only going to continue to happen. You're only going to continue seeing growth in your intuition. You're only going to continue getting stronger and stronger intuitive pushes. Again, we keep coming back to dreaming. If you've been dreaming a lot recently, even if you haven't been really remembering your dreams when you wake up, it's definitely a sign that your intuition has been sharpening. You've been leaning more into that recently. Yeah, the Moon card popping out. Like, any dreams that you've been having at night, even if you can't remember them, they're signs that your intuition is getting stronger. The 4 of Pentacles popping out as well. You are a lot more stable than you may feel sometimes. You are a lot more stable than you may feel sometimes. Definitely getting that was a reminder that someone may have needed in this moment. If things feel really tricky right now, if things feel really upended and off the ground, things are going to level out very soon. They'll start feeling a lot more bearable and a lot more manageable very soon. All right. Let's get a couple more cards. What more can we know, please? What more can we know? What more can we know? What do you need to hear most right now? What do you need to hear most right now? You're being guided to enjoy yourself. Especially if you've been working really hard, especially if you have been trudging through without break or without complaint, you are being guided really to enjoy yourself and to really give yourself time to enjoy yourself in this next chapter of your life. Yeah, the Judgment card. Big things are coming towards you. Very big things are coming towards your future. So sorry about that. That was a phone call I had to take. Anyway, as I was saying, the Judgment card is the card of life purpose. Big things are on their way to you. This next chapter of your life is going to see you laying down groundwork for long-standing legacies that you're going to leave behind. Legacies both in the form of actual material work that you'll be doing, and also legacies in the form of the relationships that you're going to be cultivating. You're going to be meeting a lot of really great people in this next chapter of your life, I'm getting. The people that you meet, the experiences that you have, these things are all going to be very important in shaping your life moving forward. This next chapter is going to be very formative, I'm getting. And it'll also help you see just how many people respect you. I think we started off the reading with that note that like a lot more people respect you and a lot more people really idealize you. And idealize might not be the best word for it because I feel like that has some negative connotations as well. People just really look up to you. There are a lot of people who really look up to you. A lot of people who are really taking note of you and really taking note of the work that you do, the effort that you put in, how you look, how you vibe. Like there are just a lot of people who have been taking note of you recently, I'm getting. And you are going to really see that in this next chapter moving forward. You're going to really get note of that. You're really going to be able to see that people respect you. Yeah, the Emperor. And the Emperor card coming out right over the Death card. You're transforming into very much a leadership position. You're transforming very much to be able to take up a leadership position. And I'm already getting that you are a natural leader. That's already energy that has been coming through, that you have natural leadership bent, that you have natural leadership energy to you. This next chapter of your life, it's going to see strong transformation towards that, even stronger transformation towards that. You're going to be seeing even more natural leadership energy coming through, and it's going to come with how much people look up to you. Like you're going to be realizing just how much your word has value, just how much people really respect what you have to say. You're going to be realizing that like you're a trendsetter. People follow what you do. People pay attention to what you do. People like the kind of styles that you have to put out there. You know what I mean? You are a trendsetter. People pay attention to the things that you do and you start making waves. You know what I mean? The Five of Cups. This next chapter of your life is going to be big in moving forward and moving on. Especially I'm getting from any negative relationships or past experiences that you may have had with people. This next chapter of your life is going to be really big in growing emotionally and growing past any emotional healing. Healing is the better word for it, not growing past, but healing from any emotional damage that may have been done to you in the past by people who you may have trusted or people who may have taken advantage of you potentially. The Three of Pentacles. I keep pulling cards. I keep telling myself that I'm going to stop pulling cards for your pile and then grabbing another card. Sorry about that. But the Three of Pentacles coming out right over the Seven of Wands. If you've been feeling like things just haven't been working out, especially in regards to your work, if you've been feeling like you haven't been getting the recognition that you wanted, if you've been feeling like you haven't if you've been feeling like you haven't been getting validation that you're good at what you do, you're going to get validation in that very, very soon. Like, you'll get note that you will get validation that you're good at what you do and that people look up to you and value the things that you do very soon. The Tower card, the death card and the Tower card coming out for your reading. Big changes are coming, especially if you've been feeling like things are never going to change, if things have been dragging on or feeling too heavy. Big changes are coming towards you. The Tower card coming out right over the Queen of Cups is also a reminder. We are circling back around to the fact that people have been noticing you. There's a lot of sensual vibes going on here in regards to people noticing you. You definitely have secret admirers. There are people who have been noticing you and fantasizing about you, definitely. And the Sun card. Now, this particular Sun card depicts a sunset. This chapter of your life is coming to an end and a new one is starting very soon. And it's going to change things for you. Big changes are on the horizon for you. Very, very big changes. Good things are coming. Things that are going to make you very happy. The Sun card is a card of unbridled joy and abundance. Abundance is coming towards you, and happiness is coming towards you in a way that's going to last and stick around. All right. What more can we know, please? What more can we know? What do you need to hear most right now? What do you need to hear most right now? And we've got the Queen of Cups. I need to be needed. Let me take care of you. This is the second Queen of Cups to come out. This next chapter of your life is going to see you taking care of a lot of people, I'm getting. And I'm getting that in a very metaphorical sense. Like, you're gonna realize just how many people look up to you and just how many people value your word already. Like, you're not going to take on any new responsibilities for the most part, I'm getting. You're just gonna realize how many people already look up to you as a person who they rely on. Like, there is a lot of respect that surrounds you. There are a lot of people who respect you. There is a lot of respect that goes around your image, I'm getting, even if you don't see that. And this next chapter of your life is going to bring notice to how much people respect you and how much people have always respected you and respect the work that you do. And how much better you've been getting. Like, you've definitely been progressing, especially in regards to like any work that you do, any passions that you have. You've been getting better and you've been progressing, and you're gonna see all of that progress coming into fruition and crystallization very soon in a way that other people notice too. And please don't mind the music from the parking lot, by the way. And we've got the Queen of Pentacles. Tread carefully. I'm protective of my Eden. Come into my garden. I read that backwards. Come into my garden. Tread carefully. I am protective of my Eden. The Queen of Pentacles. Now, that makes 3 queens on the table, 2 cups, and 1 pentacle. And it's complementary suits. So this next chapter of your life is going to be very introspective. You're going to have a lot of introspection going on. Lots of yin energy. You're going to be finding balance within yourself, especially if you've been having a hard time valuing yourself recently, like really valuing yourself recently. This next chapter of your life is going to bring you peace and solace internally. You're going to find a lot of balance internally moving forward. And we've got the Page of Pentacles. These things pay off. Never cut corners. I keep reading it backwards. Never cut corners. These things pay off is actually how that is read. But the Page of Pentacles. Now, that is the 4th court card to go down, and the 3rd. And I've only laid 3 cards of this deck so far, and all 3 are court cards. People are going to be very important in this next chapter of your life. There are going to be a lot of relationships and a lot of people in this next chapter of your life. And they're going to be very supportive. Again, you're going to realize just how many people really look up to you and just how many people really value what you have to say. I'm getting like people almost hanging on your words. Like, you don't realize just how much weight your words have. You don't realize just how much people really value your point of view and really value what you have to say on the matter of things. People think that you're a very hard worker, and people look at you as someone, I'm getting in awe almost. Like, people look at you as like a mentor figure. People look at you as someone who has experience and who has been there and done that, and they really respect that. And we've got the Eight of Cups, onward and upward. This next chapter of your life is going to see you moving forward in a very, very big way. I'm getting, you're going to be moving out of self-doubt. You're going to be moving away from, especially if you have been feeling recently like you may not be enough in any regard. In any regard. This next chapter of your life is going to be confirmation that that is simply untrue. That is just not the case. You are so much more than you realize, and you have so much to offer the people around you that you don't even realize you already offer them. All right, love, that is what I've got for you. Thank you so much for being here again with me today for another reading. I really appreciate it. I hope it was fun. I hope it was enlightening. I will see you next time. Bye. All right, last but certainly not least, we're on pile number 4 with the 9 of Clubs. Now, the 9 of Clubs is indicative of 9 of Wands energy. If you have been feeling like you are at the end of your rope, if you have been feeling like things just have not been working out the way that you've been wanting them to work out, that is going to change very soon. Things will start feeling, you're going to realize all of the experiences that you've had, everything that you have under your belt, it's all been prepping you for this next chapter in your life. The 9 of Wands has The 9 of Wands is a very tricky card for me, because on the one hand, there's a sense of soul deep exhaustion that comes with it. Traditionally, the 9 of Wands depicts a soldier who has his head wrapped, he's clearly seen battle, and he's standing outside a line of wands that he is defending. There's a sense of soul deep weariness that genuinely can come with the 9 of Wands card, because you have been there, you've done that, you've seen the things, you've put in the effort, and you have all of the scars and bumps and bruises to show for it, right? But there is also this sense of reward that comes with the 9 of Wands, because the 9 of Wands is a sign that you are almost there. You're almost to the end. You've almost made it to the end. You've done all the things. You've checked all the points. You've accomplished all of the side quests. You know what I mean? Like, you are just about there. You just need to push a little bit further for it. The 9 of Wands is, for me, it can serve often as a test of perseverance that's almost like the 7 of Wands, but so much harder. Because you're just there, you're just at the finish line. You just have to hold out until it comes to you. But it is a matter of persevering until it comes to you. Yeah, the 5 of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. It is a matter of fighting through and continuing to work until it comes to you. And you have been working. I'm getting, you've been putting in the effort. You have been putting in the energy. You have been working. And you are going to be rewarded for that very soon. Very soon you will be seeing actual progress and genuine relief coming towards you. You have not been doing all of this in vain. You have not been working for no reason. You have not been putting stuff out for no reason. You are going to accomplish what you've been trying to accomplish, and you're going to accomplish it tenfold, I'm getting. You're going to be rewarded for all of the effort that you've put in, and you're going to be rewarded for believing in yourself enough to stick to it. This next chapter of your life is a chapter of rewards. That is what is coming towards you. I'm so happy. That's been the through for all of the readings. Rewards are coming towards you guys. I'm so happy. Like, things have been hard for everyone all around, it feels, and everyone deserves a win, and you're going to be getting a solid win coming in very soon with this next chapter of your life, and it's only going to be the beginning. All right. What more can we know, please? What more can we know? What do you need to hear most right now? What do you need to hear most right now? If things are feeling upside down, that's going to be corrected very soon. If things have been feeling like they're on their head, especially if things have been feeling unfair in any way, if things have been feeling like they are not working out fairly for you in any way, justice will be coming to bring balance very soon. Balance will be back on its way to your life very, very soon. Yeah, I'm getting strong. The second deck that I use has a card in it. The Nine of Wands says, just hold on, please, on it. And that's strongly what's coming through for your reading in general. Just hold on, please. You can do it. Just hold on, please. The rewards are coming. All right. What more can we know, please? All right. We've got the Nine of Cups, or the Nine of Swords. I'm sorry, the Nine of Swords. The Devil card. The Six of Pentacles. The Four of Swords. And the Eight of Swords. Very interesting. The Nine of Swords and the Devil card are indicative of the fact that you are feeling trapped right now. That you may have been feeling trapped for a while now. It's also indicative of the fact that things are not as they seem. In the Devil card, traditionally, what is depicted is a couple who are wearing chains, but the chains are loose enough that if they were to remove them themselves, they could come off. In this Nine of Swords specifically, this is an alcoholic who's drinking because he's an alcoholic and it makes him sad. It just is a cycle that feeds itself. You're being guided to look at things from a new perspective and to potentially start reevaluating things from a new perspective. Things aren't as dull or dark as they seem, and things are going to start clearing up very soon to show you that. The Six of Pentacles is a sign that the universe has a boon for you. There is a good thing coming towards you. Good things are coming towards you. A very good message is coming towards you. This next chapter of your life will bring boons from the universe, gifts from the universe for you. Things that will allow you to rest in a way that I'm getting you may not have been able to rest for a long time. If you've been on edge, especially in regards to your financial or material situation, things are going to start easing up a little bit very soon, and it'll give you a chance to actually rest your mind. The challenge that'll come with that is the feeling of potentially falling back into the trap that comes after it, right? The challenge of this next chapter is going to be moving forward. It's going to be really moving forward and trusting that you're not going to slip back into a dark part in your life. You're not going to move backwards. The universe isn't going to suddenly throw you directly back into a dark pit. You will continue to move forward. It can be difficult sometimes to trust in the sunlight when we spend too much time in the darkness. And this next chapter of your life is going to be about learning that you've left the darkness behind in a lot of ways, and it's okay to enjoy the sun now. All right. What more can we know, please? What more can we know? What do you need to hear most right now? What do you need to hear most right now? The Death card. You're going through a huge transformation. You're on the cusp of a very big transformation. And I'm definitely getting that for a lot of you, you've been sensing this coming. Like, it's not a surprise to you that there's a big transformation on its way. It's not a surprise to you that you are on the cusp of, like, a phoenix-like rebirth. Like, there's definitely a sense here that for a lot of you, intuitively, you've been feeling this coming. And trust, that is definitely the case. There is a big transformation coming towards you. This next chapter of your life is going to be seeing things looking and feeling very differently for you. I'm getting. It's definitely a good thing. There are good things on the horizon for you. Good things are coming towards you. The Magician. That rebirth is going to leave you feeling so powerful, so much more in charge of yourself, so much more aware. The Magician is the card of universal control. The magician is the one who has control over all four of the suits equally, right? You are going to feel so much more in control of your world. It's definitely a 180 from the energy of the Nine of Wands. In the Nine of Wands, the soldier is at other people's beck and calls. He fights for other people. That is why there's a sense of paranoia as to whether or not he'll be able to stay at his guard post or be thrown back into the place where he was wounded, right? There is a certain level of paranoia that comes with the Nine of Wands that mirrors the Eight of Swords that we just saw in the cards that came out. This next chapter of your life, it's going to have you feeling a lot more powerful. It's going to have you literally in a place of a lot more power and a lot more control of your life, I'm getting. And that's going to be very refreshing for you. You're also going to realize just how much power and talent you actually have, just how much you have to contribute to the world around you, I'm getting. Especially if you've been seeing yourself more as like a cog in the machine recently, if you've been having trouble seeing the value in yourself and the value in who you are, trust and believe that is going to be changing up very, very soon. That will not be the case for much longer. You will be feeling much more in charge. You will be feeling much more in control of the world around you moving forward very soon. Oh, the Two of Cups. Now, the transformation in the Death card and then a 1 to a 2. Big changes are on their way to you. Big changes. And they're going to see you moving forward at a rapid rate, I'm getting. You're going to be evolving and changing and moving forward at a rapid rate. And you're going to be cultivating relationships with the people around you as you go as well. The Two of Cups is a note that the relationships in this next chapter of your life are going to be very nurturing for you, especially if you have had issues with people in the past, especially, and not just romantic relationships, but if you've been having issues, if you have had issues in the past with friendships, potentially familial relationships, coworkers, any of those kinds of relationships, if you have had issues with those in the past before, trust that moving forward in this next chapter of your life, that's going to start easing up quite a bit. You're going to feel a lot better about the relationships coming into your life, and there's going to be better quality of the relationships coming into your life. That feels kind of mean to say, but like, you'll have more support, you'll feel more supported, you'll feel more loved by the people who are coming into your life. And there's definitely going to be love, regardless of if it's romantic, regardless of if it's familial or friendly, or even amongst coworkers that evolve into something more. Like, you're going to be feeling love in this next portion of your life that you have potentially been missing from the relationships that you've had up until this point. Not all of them, mind you. Not saying that all of your relationships have been awful, but like, if you've had issues with relationships with people in the past, this next chapter of your life is going to see much better relationships and much more supportive relationships moving forward. Yeah, the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups is a very nurturing energy. I'm definitely getting that you yourself are a very nurturing person. But what's coming through here strongly is the fact that you're going to get reciprocation in that. There's going to be people who are reciprocating all of that care. You will also be feeling like you are taken care of. There are going to be people who want to check up and make sure that you're drinking water, that you're eating, that you're taking care of yourself, that you're not burning out. The same way that you take care of the people around you, there will be people who want to take care of you as well. They want to put you on that pedestal as well and take care of you the way that you take care of them. There's going to be a much more reciprocation in these relationships and a lot more balance in the relationships that you have in this next chapter of your life, I'm getting. People are also going to make you feel like you are royal. Like, people are going to make you feel much. Whereas the Nine of Wands is indicative of a soldier who's just a foot soldier, right? He's just basically a nobody in the grand scheme of the war. You're going to have people in your life who make you feel like you are a queen, like you are a king, Like you are someone who is royal, like you are someone who is worthy of note and attention and being doted on and protected and taken care of. People are going to make you feel like you deserve that moving forward into this next chapter of your life. It's going to be a really great thing, I'm getting, because I'm getting that that's how you make the people in your life feel. You're going to start feeling the same type of care that you give other people coming back towards you in this next chapter of your life. And it's going to feel really good. We've got the Two of Pentacles. It's going to help balance come back into your life, especially if you've been feeling unbalanced, especially if you've been feeling really heavy, if the world has been feeling really downtrodden recently. It's going to help bring balance back into your life to have the support of the people around you coming through. And the Eight of Cups. Yep, emotionally moving forward. This next chapter of your life is going to see a lot of emotional healing. You're going to get a lot of emotional healing going through. And a lot of support in it. The people around you, the people who care about you, they'll be supporting you in the things that you do. All right. What more can we know, please? Yeah, any self-doubt that you've had, any sense of imposter syndrome that you've been having issue with, I can't say that it's going to disappear, but it's going to be feeling a lot better. You're going to be feeling a lot better about yourself in this next chapter of your life, a lot more confident. All right, and we've got the Seven of Cups, don't overthink it. The King of Wands, I was born for the spotlight, I'll share it only with you. And the Star, hope is never a waste. This next chapter of your life, you're being guided not to overthink it. There might be a lot of options. There might feel like a lot of different directions to go in. You're being guided to trust your trust your gut, and move forward. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink things. Just move forward. You are meant to shine in this next spot in your life. You will be shining. You will be seeing spotlight energy in this next chapter of your life. Hope is never a waste with the Star. You are going to be seeing a lot of movement forward. You're going to be seeing a lot of accomplishments. You're going to be feeling a lot of accomplishments. Or you're going to be achieving a lot of accomplishments in this next chapter of your life. You'll have a lot of reason to be proud of yourself, and there will be a lot of people who are proud of you as well. The Two of Cups, you give me butterflies. There will be a lot of people who are looking out for you, and a lot of people who are very proud of you moving forward in this next chapter of your life. A lot of people who you're giving butterflies to. All right. What more can we know, please? What more can we know? What do you need to hear most right now? What do you need to hear most right now? The Two of Swords, I am of two minds. I got this energy earlier with the Nine of Wands as well. You're being guided to just hold on. Change is on its way to you. You are working. You have been working. You're doing everything right. There's nothing different or extra or new that you need to be doing or putting in the effort towards. You are doing everything right, and you will be seeing reward for that coming towards you very soon. Good things are on their way to you, and good things will be coming towards you. This is also the third two to come out in your reading. This is the Two of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups have all come out now. Twos indicate relationships. Again, this next chapter of your life is going to see a lot of really positive, balanced, reciprocal relationships coming through. You're going to feel a lot of support from the people around you in a very positive way. And the King of Cups. Rivers run deeper than the eye can see. A kingdom is nothing without a queen. Balance. Balance is going to be very important in this next chapter of your life. And balance as in balance will be coming back to your life in a really big way, especially if you've been feeling unbalanced, especially if you've been feeling off kilter recently. Balance is going to be coming back to your life in a very, very big way moving forward. It's going to make you feel very powerful. It's going to make you feel very in step with yourself, in tune with yourself. The King of Cups and the Queen of Cups are also both on the table as the only court cards on the table as well. this next, and with the Two of Cups in the exact center of the spread, it cannot be denied. There is romance in this next chapter of your life. There's going to be romance in this next chapter of your life. Heavy water energy. So Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer energy. Heavy water energy coming through. But there's going to be romance in this next chapter of your life. You're going to realize how many people have an eye on you. Like, there are definitely people who have an eye on you. There are definitely people who really, really want to see what you've got going on and are really like what they see so far. And we've got strength. Survival is its own resistance. This next chapter of your life is going to make you feel strong. You're going to realize just how powerful you are, just how accomplished you are. You survived everything up until now. Everything that was thrown at you, everything that's happened to you, you've survived it all up until now. In this next chapter of your life, you're going to see reward for having stuck it all out. You're going to see reward for surviving it all in the end. You deserve it. This feels very much like a victory lap. You're going to be feeling more powerful. You're going to be feeling a lot more capable and a lot more like there's things that are worth celebrating. And we've got the Six of Cups. I know you. I've walked with you once upon a dream. Big things are coming towards you, and I'm getting these are things that you've been looking for and looking out for a very long time. Goals that you've been wanting, dreams that you've been hoping to accomplish. You're going to start seeing things coming through and things being accomplished very soon. You've been putting in the work. You've been putting in the effort. This next chapter of your life is about reaping the rewards for all of the work that you've done and having people around you to celebrate that with, having people around you to support you as you do celebrate. I'm really excited for you, love. I can't wait. And this is what I've got for you. I hope it was fun. I hope it was enlightening. I hope it brought any level of clarity. I will see you next time. Bye.